my name is Jillian. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Canada. The highest level of education completed was high school. I decided not to go to college, and I said I'm single, right?
And then what do you do for work?
I'm a writer. I mean, I don't leave the house that much, but
We could
when
tell.
I do, I listen to live jazz music. I play sports on the beach. I play a lot of sports, so maybe. I go to the farmer's market on Sundays.
Hi, my name is Hollywood. I'm a certified. Yes.
First and foremost, to my son Lincoln, you might need to go to Canada, young man. You're already close to Canada up there in Washington. You might need to go to Canada and find this young lady. I say that because my son complains to me about the fact that the majority of women that he meets are kind of like that one at the end, and that he cannot find a woman that is living happily in her femininity. And it's interesting that you can't find this because when you look at this video, especially the longer version of this video, you find out a lot, you recognize a lot. One of the things that you will recognize is that the overwhelming majority of people who are negative towards this young lady, no, let me rephrase that. All the people who are negative towards this young lady are women. Now, to be fair, there are women who are very positive towards this young lady, but all the negative comments were only from women. Not one man complained about this young lady being in her femininity. Isn't that interesting, though? That men didn't complain about her femininity, but applauded her for it, whereas only women complained about it. It would go to show that this boss chick mentality is not the mentality that most men desire, and that the ones that talked on here, none of them desired this boss chick mentality. And that every woman wanted to change who this woman is. Not everyone, but all the negative women wanted to change who this woman was or is. They wanted her to go to college. They wanted her to become more aggressive. They wanted her to be louder and not so soft-spoken. Why? Why? And I know she was asking the question of where do she find men? Well, young lady, you are going to the farmers markets on Sunday. You go to the jazz concerts or jazz speakeasies. You will find a man, and it's best to find a man in the places that you enjoy being. Why would you want to find someone like, let me use myself for an example. I was about 24, 25 when I got fed up with the club life. I couldn't stand going to clubs anymore. It's too loud. Music's too loud. You got to yell in order to have a conversation with someone. It just really got out of clubs. So when I was dating at 37 years old, the club was the last place that I was going to go because I didn't want to meet someone in an environment that I had to keep going back to. You understand what I'm saying? Why would I want to meet you in a club and I don't like going to the club, but if we get together, there's going to be the expectation that we go to the club? No, it's not going to happen. As many of you has recognized, I am a cigar aficionado. So therefore, my wife has to at least appreciate cigars. You're not going to change. I'm not going to change and stop smoking cigars. I'm not going to change and stop doing the cigars on my cigar channel, talking about them and the leaves and all those sorts of things. I'm going to keep being me. Why would I be with someone who tries to change that? I told you the story before about a young lady who turned out to be incredibly controlling. And one of the things that she said to me after knowing me for 7 years and dating for a year and getting together, she said, I didn't marry a smoker. But you knew I smoked cigars before you met me. I mean, when you met me, you knew one of my plans in life was to open a cigar lounge, by which I did. And then you were so insecure that you didn't want me to go to cigar lounges, even though our first date was at a cigar lounge. And you saw that there were women there. And then you didn't want me to smoke cigars on the back porch when I tried to appease you. Does that make any sense? So, of course, I learned the very valuable lesson there. If a person is not into whatever the things that you spend the most time doing, that's not a person you should be with. And so when you're looking for someone, and I know those other women were telling her, oh, go to the library and go to this and go do that. No, this young lady likes playing sports. She likes jazz and she likes farmers market. Meet the guy who likes going to the farmers market on Sunday. Meet the guy who likes going to the jazz venue. Meet the guy who likes playing sports and wherever you play sports. Stop listening to people who tell you to go outside yourself to meet someone. You got to meet people where they are. That way you can continue to enjoy the things that you were enjoying doing. Now, there's nothing wrong with exploring life. There are certainly things that my wife likes doing that I never thought about doing. And certainly there are things that I do that she never thought about doing. And we may try them, but if I don't like them, you go and do it. I'm going to do me. But the overwhelming majority of things that I like doing and she likes doing, we both like doing. So therefore, it works. We both are she likes to call us water babies. Every so often, we have to go and sit by a river or a waterfall or a lake or the ocean. Just this past Saturday, we drove 2 hours just to go to the beach and spend a few hours on the beach and drive 2 hours back. You know, it's something we both enjoy doing. We both smoke cigars, just so on and so forth. You continue with that line of thought. But yeah, don't let nobody change you. Be yourself. And in being yourself, meet somebody who likes the things that you like to do. It may take time depending upon what the environment is, but so what? It's worth it. It's worth it. Because the other side of that is a whole bunch of problems. And ladies, don't get mad at somebody because they're feminine and that's what men like. If you like being the boss lady, boss chick, as they call it something else, but I'm not using that word. But if you like being the boss chick, find you a man who likes to have that kind of woman. But don't try to force other women to be like you simply because it makes you feel better. This young lady should not be crucified for being herself and being quiet, soft spoken. And finally, once again, Lincoln Alexander. You might need to go to Canada, my guy. So y'all have a great day. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.